All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Let's get another message to see what it is that y'all need to hear at the moment. As always, take what resonates and discard the motherfucking rest. So let's see what's happening for y'all today, shall we? Hope everybody's having a fantastic time. I did get a new deck. I'm gonna try it out. Okay, we're gonna see what's cracking with that. Also, the way that people are perceiving you is again changing. Okay, so we might take a look and see what's changing. I feel like the way people perceive you is it's changed so that it can allow new opportunities to come in. It's like people are looking at you different, so there's going to be a little bit more opportunity or growth or advancement or redirection. Something like this. It's to your benefit. Okay? So how have people's perception changed about the collective? How are they viewing the collective? Because this is going to be providing opportunity. So how are they viewing the collective? The 11th house, Sag, and Uranus, so that you can... There's something cutthroat about you. 11th house and Uranus is Aquarius energy. Very smart. People are perceiving you to be very smart. Disciplined with Capricorn, 10th house, and Jupiter. Eyes on the prize. People can trust you, I feel. Which again opens up doors. So if there's like a lineup of, say, 5 or 6 people, people are going to look at you because they can trust you the most. Brilliance here. Sagittarius, you could have some sort of out-of-box thinking, especially with Aquarius here. There's something here about your mind and how it works. You can bring new ideas, new innovations, new ideas to certain either topics or companies. Okay, there's this fresh energy that you carry with you. And this confidence, okay? You're confident in what you do. People are perceiving you to be somebody who's very confident, hardworking, disciplined, and somebody with fresh, brilliant ideas. People are looking at you as somebody they want on their team. They want you on their team. Okay, so this could be very work-oriented. Oh, we have Mercury coming out. So again, with the intelligence and Aquarius. Your ideas. People are perceiving you to be someone with brilliant ideas. Unmatched. Unmatched. You're unique. Okay, you bring this authenticity to situations. You bring this uniqueness. Like not very many people see things the way you see things. So it's very fresh. It feels very new, fresh, like, oh, we've never like thought about it that way before, or you know, something like that. And then the people around you are like, oh, I should have thought of that. Oh, I wish I thought of that. Oh, how did you even, like, I wish I saw it that way. Okay. Also, your communication. People perceive you to be very articulate, okay? Eloquent in the way you speak. You get your point across, okay? In a way that's not harsh, not in your face, but you do get your point across. Yeah. Like, you're the one that people would go to tell people, like, maybe even some not so great news. Okay? How are people perceiving? Okay, we have the moon. Very intuitive, instinctual. You have good instincts. And we also have Chiron. Okay, so I'm going to get deep here for a second. Okay. So people are perceiving you to be someone with great instincts, okay? How do I put this? You have a very, you hold space. That's what it is, okay? People perceive you to be somebody who holds or can hold space for them. Like you always know how they're feeling, okay? They can't hide how they're feeling. There's something here about you having really good instincts on how people are truly feeling about situations. You're also very healing yourself. People perceive you to be someone who has grown a lot, matured a lot when it comes to your gut reactions, instincts, your intuition, also emotional maturity. We also have self-soothing, Jesus, and moods. Okay. Release self-doubt. You have superpowers, divinity, cleansing. So cleansing feelings. People are perceiving you to be somebody who doesn't hold on to grudges, or just you may hold on to grudges, but like you don't hold on to pain or resentment or sadness or regret. You kind of like, you don't hold on to sticky feelings. People are perceiving you to be as somebody who's very well-rounded, and if you're going through something, you don't really put that on your sleeve. Or there's something here about you being very reserved, because we have Capricorn energy here, and we have Capricorn 10th house, and it has to do with your instincts. So these instincts, especially if it's career related, okay, you've got your work ethic paired with your brilliant ideas, and then your tenacity to push through and actually get it. It's crazy. Oh, but what is it about this healing feelings, this moon and healing? There's something deeper here, okay? Trying to explain it in a way that's not so esoteric, because they wouldn't say it like that. So people are perceiving you to be as, like, whenever someone's around you, there we go. Like they feel happy. Like they automatically feel very happy. I feel this is because you're very grounded. How are people perceiving? Okay, the 4th house, very grounded, very rooted. And then we have perception. So this is, yeah, your comfort, self-care, real estate, rejuvenation, habits, and shell. Very rooted, very grounded, very home-oriented. So people might even perceive you to be like, you feel like home. Just very grounded, very got your shit together. Got your shit together. And what works for you really wouldn't work for a lot of people. There's something very eccentric here. Like you do things very differently. And this is why people are looking at you for opportunity. We also, okay, so we have 3 swords, the hermit. So people are perceiving you to be somebody who's healed or is healing. Heartbreak. Hermit. Wisdom, though. This is wisdom through pain, through experience, through life experience. People perceive you to be someone who has a lot of life experience in the pain department. That's why we have feelings and healing and heartbreak. So people perceive you to be somebody who has gotten over a lot of things, heartbreak situations that they themselves would have a hard time getting over, or just seeing the good in it. Okay, there's something here about you being very rooted, grounded, healing your emotions, healing from heartbreak, but not only that, but absorbing wisdom from it. So again, this wisdom, so these ideas that come to you, these brilliant ideas, these thoughts, analysis, information, learning, you've learned from your pain that you've experienced through your life experience. And in that, you've come up with some pretty good ideas. Now, this could be in the healing department. Moon, healing, Chiron, moon, okay? There is a grand water trine this week. You guys might have a grand water trine in your chart. You don't have to. I don't know why it came up, but there's definitely something here about wisdom. You're very wise when it comes to people. Discernment. Futuristic. And then we have detached here too. Like you've detached from heartbreak. But then you've analyzed it and turned it into something that you can even maybe monetize off of. What's the feeling? So Queen of Pentacles. Okay. 2 of Wands, the Temperance card. So people are perceiving you to be somebody who is healed. Okay. Mastered yourself. You guys could have turned your pain into power and monetized it in some sort of way. People are perceiving you to be very savvy. It's like people can't get one over on you because you always turn it into something for your benefit. Okay? You've always got a plan. Then we have temperance here. Strength and the tower. So you've had to cultivate strength through destruction. Courage. Like nothing can shake you. You're like one of those concrete buildings that are meant to sway and you know, go with the wind and hurricane winds so that they don't just crumble. That's what you like. You can't be toppled. And you've got a plan. So you're perceived as someone who's got a plan. This instincts, like you're using your instincts. You could be a Virgo, you don't got to. But you're using your instincts. And it has to do with this Three of Swords. Like you've developed your instincts. You can foresee heartbreaking situations. Things that might not go as planned. You are being perceived as someone who's like always 10 steps ahead. And you've done this because you've been through the experiences to allow you to gain that type of knowledge. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords and the Roots energy here. So this is also information and learning. Four of Wands. So you could have learned a lot through your relationships with other people. People are perceiving you to be somebody who has gained a lot of experience through dealing with, for the lack of a better term, shitty individuals. But you're turning this into something to your benefit. And healing looks really good on you. We have the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, like you're a recluse. People are perceiving you to be very recluse to yourself. It's not really easy to get into your circle. Brilliant. Always learning, always analyzing. Fourth house is also generational things, and so is Chiron, right? Because we have generational trauma, release, and then family, home, background. People learn a lot about their own heritage and their own ancestral lineage through you somehow. People are perceiving you as somebody who can, like, they would like to learn from. All right, let's see what these can give us. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. No, let's not. Feel them sticking. They're stuck in the middle. It's not. Okay. Blackberry. And then the orchid. Give and take. This is reciprocity. Crossroads, give and take. Okay. So people are perceiving you as somebody who's very wise. How much you're going to give to somebody. Okay. Equally balanced, equally yoked. Like, you didn't let your pain and the things that happened to you really keep you stuck. People are shocked by this. Like, your tenacity, your ability to push forward, stand 10 toes down with Capricorn and, like, push through some shit has got people wanting you on their side. Blackberry. Let's see. 28. What does this got to say about this? Defense, conflict, pain, reactivity, shadow self, thorn, weapons, boundaries, and disagreements. So conflict, pain, defense, reactivity. Maybe you used to be somebody who is very reactive. They perceive you to be somebody who keeps things to yourself now. Okay? Call to mind, be mindful of your surroundings, urges you to stay in your lane and stand your ground. So people are perceiving you to be somebody who stays in your own lane. Do not harm, but take no shit. So this is you. You don't harm, but you also don't take no shit. Aquarius and Mercury, I feel like you are somebody who will tell somebody how it is. You're not somebody who takes, like, you have firm boundaries now. You've gained wisdom, and you have, it's almost like people are a little bit afraid to test you now, to come and talk to you about some certain things, to pick on you just for the sake of picking on you. Okay, people are thinking twice before they approach you. Pure strength too. So people are perceiving you to be somebody who with pure strength. You have the little Thor's hammer there. Okay. Pain, conflict. You've gone through a lot of pain, but you've detached from that pain, and you've healed from the pain, and you've turned it into this Queen of Pentacles energy. Very attractive. People are seeing what you've done with your hurt, and they want to do the same thing almost. People perceive you to be as healed, like the teacher. We have skull cap. See a handshake. Listen, what's with the handshake? And then we have like it's bandages. Skull cap eases the mind. Let me see. Okay. So loyalty, trust, companionship, compatibility, symbiosis, love, marriage, partnership, and commitment. So you're married to yourself. Loyalty, trust, you've healed. Okay? From a lot of people that you couldn't trust. A lot of people that inflicted a lot of unnecessary pain onto you, which made you maybe perhaps in a moment very cold. I feel like you've integrated that shadow part. So people, the way they perceive you has changed is because, you know, when you're healing, you go from having no boundaries to all of a sudden having long, sky high boundaries that cannot be penetrated. And then once you integrate that, you start easing and having a very balanced view or perspective or way of being when it comes to boundaries and letting people in, and it's more balanced. So perhaps you've been through your part in your healing where you were very standoffish, very like, no, don't want to let nobody in, very one extreme to the other. So now this is balancing out. This is how people are perceiving you. They want to work together with you. A lot of people view you as the perfect partner because you've been through so much pain, trauma. Like your self-awareness and wisdom is something to be like admired or desired, because I feel like in relationships now, you have a very balanced, you're self-accountable. You hold people accountable, but you're also self-accountable. So people are looking at you as being the ideal partner, like you would be the ideal partner, because not only would you call me out on my shit, but respectively, you call yourself out on your own shit, which then makes the symbiosis of like the relationship it works well, meshes well. Okay. What's the Page of Swords? Like you've gotten rid of all the shitty people in your life pretty much. You feel me? We have the yew tree. And then we have the Ouroboros or whatever. So that's that fourth house, generational trauma. Let's see. Yew tree, working together. I think you're working with your ancestors here. Let's see. Death, transformation, alchemy, ending, magic, occult, transition, and the underworld. The yew, the Ouroboros, death and transformation, alchemy. People are viewing you as somebody who has transformed. Okay, you are also very magical. So people are perceiving you as somebody who uses the occult in order to transform yourself or to promote your own healing. Listen, you would be the definition of a witch or a warlock. Okay, but this is how people are perceiving you, because you've gone from a lot of pain, a lot of betrayal, and you've alchemized it in a way that's put yourself in a very valued position. And it's intriguing people. So people are perceiving you now to be a master healer. They could have looked at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you could have been all over the place in your healing journey, aren't we all? And now people are perceiving you to be very well grounded, very witchy, very tapped in. And then here with the Page of Swords, there is something here about you communing with the underworld, or this is your background, family, home, and background. So people's views have changed because, like, where do you know how to do all that? Where in the ancestral line? Like, where do you, this could even be your family. You feel me? Where the heck in our ancestral line can we do all that? Okay, it's definitely changed. So people are looking at you, and you know what? They're believing in magic. You got people believing in magic. For sure, for sure. So basically, you've taken all the pain and all the trauma from every relationship that you've ever had in your life. You're very transparent, too, with it. Your feelings about them are correct. So you're very intuitive. Very, very intuitive. That's that hermit with the Three of Swords. And Thor's hammer. Pain, strength. You've gained a lot of strength and resilience through the relationships you've had throughout your life. Family, friends, lovers, you know, co-workers, acquaintances. It hasn't been easy. There's a lot of pain that's been accumulated. But this is ancestral. So you took it, you transmuted it, you transformed, you learned from it, got the wisdom. Now you got these brilliant ideas and healing modalities. People are perceiving you to be someone who's very healing. Not only that, but you can help their ancestral line because you're being very, like, you're desired as a partner. Okay? And I don't know if it's consciously or subconsciously, but people are desiring you to help their ancestral line, okay? You're very transparent. You're not hiding your pain, okay? You're using it as golden wisdom with the Page of Swords, too. Emotionally impulsive actions could have been what you were at. Self-imposed limitations that prevent someone from celebrating. You could have been somebody like that. Fearful, avoidant, both anxious and avoidant, desire closeness, but also fears it, leading to mixed signals. That could have been you as well. You could have been very timid, very afraid. Now you're popping out a little bit more. More wisdom. Healed. Take no shit. Very classy though. Boundaries. Integrated shadow. Integrated healing. Witchy, occultic. Bleak. How you doing all that? They've never seen someone do... I know! Like, what? I'm telling you. Look, they've never seen someone do it like that before. How you doing all that? What do you mean? How you doing all that? This is people in your family. They are perceiving you a little bit differently now. They're like, what in the... How the... Wait a minute. How... Where in our ancestral line... Does it say we could do all that? Like, you know, bing bop, boom bop, bing bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on, you'd never understand. They've never seen. How you doing that? So people are perceiving you as somebody who's quite magical, pulling out of your hat and, you know, out of hats. You're glowing, spiritual strength. An offer of a new perspective from spirit. See, this is that Page of Swords. Okay? People are perceiving you as somebody who's very tapped the fuck in. Who is getting knowledge, hints, and how to see certain things from the underworld. Like they're giving you hints on how to view things, how to view your pain, how to turn it into wisdom, and then boom, turn it into monetary gain, or turn it into a perfect partnership, or being a well-rounded person. People that want to team up with you. Like I said, there's opportunities coming forward where people are going to want to team up with you. Yeah. And you're glowing. Spiritual strength. This is how people are perceiving you. Like tight with the underworld. Transparency. So people are perceiving you to be someone who's very transparent. Yeah, the Lovers. Okay? You listen. You lay it on the line right away. If you want to come around over here, so you don't sugarcoat shit. Period. You don't sugarcoat nothing. You're very transparent with your lovers too. This is my boundaries. Like, not even, I was going to say these are like my expectations, but it's, I mean, yeah, you have expectations. So these are my expectations. So people are perceiving you to be very transparent in relationships now. And this, I feel like this is not even just lovers. This is in relationships, period. You're very transparent. This is what I'm expecting from you. What do you expect from me? We're going to maintain respect. Okay. Like there's a very transparent energy about you. There's no sugarcoating things. You're blunt. This is what this is. This hurt me. This, like, you're not going to say something differently just to make someone feel comfortable. No, you're going to be out with the truth, be very transparent. I don't like this. I like this. This is what we can do differently, or maybe we should just doing this. You know, you're very, let's work together. Okay. And if it's not like that, I feel like you leave the situation because you've been through, you've got enough experience. Okay. Your feelings about them are correct. So here's the intuitive side of you. So people are perceived, that's that Chiron and feelings. They cannot hide. What did I say in the beginning of the read? 2622, bitch. I said, people perceive you to be somebody who they cannot hide their feelings from. Chiron healing and the moon, like, you know, are you okay? You feeling some type of way? I feel like you feeling some, like, leave me alone, you witch. Like, how do you know what I'm feeling? Leave me be. Okay. You understand people's emotion and pain so thoroughly because you have gone through your own pain and suffering and happy and your own emotional spectrum quite thoroughly. That's how you can understand, and you just, you know, you feel it. It's in your aura. Okay? And because you've gone through every spectrum of emotion that you could ever feel imaginable in the human existence, you kind of know what you're talking about. Okay? Your feelings about them are correct, so they can't hide. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Fear, worry. This could have to do with family. 10 of Pentacles, okay? That's the generational thing. Your feelings about them are correct. So the 9 of Swords is fear, worry, doubt. So people kind of fear you a little bit. This could even be your family members. Like, where in the fuck? They don't understand. Okay, they've never seen someone do it like that before. So you're doing things very authentically. So Aquarius, okay? The 11th house, Uranus, you're doing things your way. And you're working with your ancestors and with, you know, the underworld, the Ouroboros. Like, you're working with spirit. So, like, that's why they've never seen it before, because you're doing it your own way. I mean, how are you going to see something before if you're doing it your own way? Like, you're the first to do it like that. Do you feel me? Self-imposed limitations that prevent you from celebrating. So this is your own self-imposed limitations that you really sat there and thought about. Let me think about this for a second. Why am I investing in tending to weeds? Self-imposed limitations. Why am I not celebrating my life? Here, offer from a new perspective from Spirit. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. Self-imposed limitation. Huh? The Death card, transformation. Yeah. Okay. Background. Self-care, rejuvenation, right? Inner world. Your inner world, Page of Swords. So you started viewing things differently within your inner world. It's not even out there. You started viewing things differently inside yourself. Inside yourself, you started viewing things differently. You are limiting yourself. You're keeping yourself stuck. Why am I still ruminating over this? Let me just not think about it. New perspective. You know, and Spirit gave you these new perspectives. So people are perceiving you to be somebody who's got a cheat code. Like you just got the cheat codes or the ins and the outs, and it's like, oh, how you doing that? Fearful avoidant. So this self-imposed limitation could have been because of your fearful avoidant attachment style. Okay, that could have been where all this heartbreak came from, and it could have been a generational thing. So you're doing things that a lot of people fear. And they're like, how the... So fearful, avoidant, 10 of swords, betrayal. 10 of swords, 4 of swords, yeah, laying it down to rest. This is overthinking too. 10 of swords and the 4 of swords though. I feel like you just put an end to something that you've carried with you for so long, being afraid and stuff like that. You put an end to something that's been carried along by you and your ancestors for a very long time. This certain perspective or certain way of viewing yourself or viewing things, okay? It was limiting you. So I feel like you put an end to it, but it wasn't easy with the 10 of swords. Like in this here, the owl is a new perspective. Gaining a new perspective of all the pain and betrayal that you've been through. Okay? Self-imposed limitations. What are the self-imposed limitations? Judgments. Ace of Swords and Judgment. An awakening to the truth. It's like you were covering your own sun, your own light. So they've never seen someone do it like that before. Bing, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on you never understand. They've never seen someone do it like that before. Ah, the King of Swords. Yeah, they've never. Very smart. This is that Mercury, Aquarius, Page of Swords. You know what's funny too? Your ancestors are even saying, like, they've never even seen someone do it like that before. Listen, they have taught a lot of, like, they've tried to teach a lot of people in the ancestral line here, but there's something about you. So you know what's funny is the way your ancestors perceive you too, you kind of threw them for a loop there. You're doing things that they never thought that you would do or think about. You're shocking them. They're like, damn, you see how they pulled that out? You see how they did, you know, that type of shit. So it's like, oh, you know, like, oh, that's cool. I like that. I dig it. I didn't think that was going to work out that way, but I dig it, you know? Oh, funny. So they just don't know how you do it. 4 of Wands, the Empress. Okay, this could even be letting go of toxic people. They just don't know how you do it. How do you, like, let go of people? The Star. How did you heal from that? Like, how are you okay with just letting go of this and that? And you're so smart. How'd you even think about that? Like, your intellect is very highlighted here. So people are definitely thinking differently. Like, you know, when you usually think of somebody who's smart, stereotypically, the book smarts, okay? The street smarts, the stereotypical intelligence, okay? People wouldn't stereotypically put you in the intelligent department, maybe. Okay, now they're perceiving you to be someone who's extremely intelligent. They just never saw it that way. They've never seen someone do it that way. So the way you're doing things is very, very intelligent and very good ideas. And the way that you see things and put things together, they never would have thought of that. So they never really thought, like, so your intelligence runs differently. Okay, not only are you shocking other people, but you're kind of shocking your ancestors because they just never thought that you would think to put that with that or this with this and that shit, you know? Offer of a new perspective from someone or spirit. The Star. Healing. 4 of Wands. They've never seen someone do it like that before. Okay? You get this, you take the offers of different ways of seeing things from spirit and they've never... 4 of Wands, they've never seen someone do it. They don't understand. The type of shit I'm on, you'd never understand. 8 of Swords. Self-imposed limitations that prevent someone from celebrating. So there's something here about your internal world. Okay? If spirit sees you seeing something in a way that's self-limiting or preventing you from celebrating your life or having peace or having fun, boom, they give you an offer of a new perspective or a new way of seeing it. You take that perspective and then you tweak it to your liking. Okay? That's the kicker. That's where your ancestors are like, well, shit, normally people would just take it and run with it, but here you are, adding tweaks to it. Well, shit, you know? So you're glowing, spiritual strength. How are people perceiving you? Very spiritually strong, okay? Very spiritually strong. And if you've done, like, work for other, we have Judgment. And the 3 of Cups. I was just going to say, if you've done work for other people, bam, that shit hits. And I'm getting chills. Oh, every time, I know. Every fucking time. Judgment. You're radiating, okay? Awakened, fully awakened divine being. Like powerful too. I don't know if people know what they're looking at when they look at you. But they want to be on your side. They want to be on your side. What's with the handshake? Because I feel like that's not even Six of Swords. Peace. Moving towards peace. Here's the Ace of Swords. Okay? I made a deal with God. Do, 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 do. This is give and take, reciprocity, strength. Anyways, people view you as someone who doesn't hold... You ain't gonna hold nothing in. Okay? Overall, very well-rounded individual. Definitely gone from... How did they used to perceive you? Hold up. And what opportunities are coming in? Hold up. Okay, hold up. Hold on. I gotta see. How did people used to perceive the collective? So get a greater understanding. The Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. They used to see you as somebody whose successes were very, or you putting on a lot of work. Okay. They used to see you as a vibrant, someone who would overgive. There we go. So you would overgive to the detriment of yourself. They perceived you to be very confident, eccentric, beautiful, still beautiful and out there and wild, but you've learned who to put your energy into and who not to. You're very transparent with how you're feeling, and you expect that dialogue and communication back. So people are pretty much viewing you as somebody who got over a lot of shit they never thought you would get over, and the way you got over it is very different. It's very occultic. It's very witchy. They don't understand where in the ancestral line does that even come from. Like, so you got people in your family doing research on the ancestors because of how you're tapped in and how you're moving. Okay? So now, what opportunities are coming towards you because of this change? Okay, walking away from the burdens of the past is one of them. What opportunities are coming now that you've worked on King of Wands? Knight of Cups. Someone might be coming in to approach you. This is a leadership energy as well, and the Star and the Nine of Cups. So an opportunity for a leadership role is coming in. Okay? Something that you probably walked away from in the past. Something you walked away from, something that you thought you weren't ready for. You walked away from an opportunity due to some sort of limiting perspective or limiting belief. This opportunity is coming around again because now you have like a different perspective and the way you're seeing things and the way you're seeing yourself. So this is definitely like a leadership type position. Okay? And with the Star, this could be online. Offer of a new perspective from someone or spirit. So what opportunities are coming in? Perhaps even more perspective switches. So you thought it was going to end there. It's not going to end there. Okay, so that's the opportunity of a new perspective is also coming in again. Okay. So yeah, you guys, that was your read. If it resonated with all y'all, hit up that like button. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the motherfucking Vibe Trap, and I'll see you guys down below in the comment section. Bye for now.